Good morning. So today I want to talk to you about something that I've read about quite a few places. One of the most famous people to make this a thing was a guy by the name of Darren Hardy. So if you want some good motivation every morning, go to darrendaily.com and sign up for his website. He sends video messages daily, and they're really great. They're really inspirational. But he wrote a book called The Compound Effect. And really, the compound effect, it's such a simple thing, but many of us don't utilize it. And what the compound effect is, just think about a bank, right? With money. If you put a few dollars in the bank, over time, compound interest, look at how much money you have, right? It's the same thing with projects, tasks, things that you want to do that you haven't taken action on because you're thinking too far ahead. Like, for example, writing a book. The thought of writing a book and what goes into it is just overwhelming. And sometimes that will paralyze you, and you're just not going to do it because you don't want to get started because you're thinking, oh my God, this is going to take me forever to do. But what if you just did a couple of paragraphs a day? What if you said to yourself, I'm going to write 1 or 2 paragraphs a day? Before you know it, in a year, you might have a completed, finished novel that just has to be edited and proofread. But you never would have gotten started if your mindset was constantly, I got to write this whole book. But the minute you chunk it and you start doing little things at a time, it compounds upon each other. And that's what the compound effect is. So think about it if you're a child, you're a teenager, you're in high school, you're in college, you got tons of tests and projects and homework. Waiting to the last minute doesn't work, right? But if you plan out your week and you say, you know what, I have this project due and I'm going to do a little this day and a little that day, you do a little a day, it doesn't feel as overwhelming, and before you know it, it's done. And by the time you get to that last day, you're pretty much just proofreading it and perfecting it to make sure that it's absolutely the way you want it to be. So the compound effect is so important with anything. Adults too, things we want to start in our lives. Don't be afraid. Action leads to something. Inaction leads to nothing. So take some form of action, and I promise you, if you just do a little at a time, over time that little bit ends up into a huge gain for you. So don't not do things. Take little steps, rely on the compound effect, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. But just remember, action makes things happen. Inaction doesn't do anything. Have a great day.